Hey everybody, Dr. Shadi Ireifej here, surgeon at TrueCare for Pets, Studio City, Los Angeles. We're going to be talking today about a very common scenario where you already own a dog that's older, middle age, or even geriatric, and you're contemplating getting another dog, or even a cat, but some other pet that's going to be substantially younger in age compared to the older pet, and so whether or not it's a good idea. So I think that it is something worth considering for sure. You've heard the expression before, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And I think that the motivation that a younger pet, let's say for the sake of simplicity, a dog, you always see the benefit of a younger pet. What ends up happening is the older dog then becomes a little more motivated to become more energetic. They act a little more puppy-like because they have now a sibling per se who is younger, has more energy, is more playful, doesn't have all the years of experience that the older pet has. And so I think there is some benefit to it. And I think also to some degree, in a strange way, it connects us as far as relationships go in people. You sort of want to date somebody who is going to contend with you, a force to contend with, somebody who's going to challenge you and to sort of break the mold that you have been so accustomed to living in. And I think that if you go into a relationship that's going to be long-standing with that mentality, I think that that's the primary goal. Is you don't necessarily want to date yourself, and you don't necessarily want to date somebody that's completely opposite from you. You want somebody who is going to be able to push you and stretch the limits of your own existence. However many years on earth you've been alive for, you want somebody who's going to challenge those ideas and those concepts. And I think in a strange way that if you were able to bring in a new puppy to the household, you're almost mimicking that scenario where the younger puppy is going to be challenging the older, set in their ways dog, and sort of have them experience a brand new version of life that they didn't know about before. And I think I think it works. I think that sort of healthy level of challenge works if you're looking for a relationship that is meant to help progress things, make you enjoy life beyond what you already know of it. So I'm a huge advocate for, if you are a person who now has a pet that is closer to the end of life and you always want to have a pet around, I think there's nothing wrong with adopting a younger pet, a puppy, that'll challenge the older dog. And at the same time, that puppy will also kind of learn the ropes better. I think it's sort of a known thing in the pet community where it becomes a little easier to train a puppy when they're in the environment of an older dog. I think that makes sense. I think it's the same thing that happens in people as well. Your behavior can change or can mimic. As a younger person, you'll be able to mimic your behavior towards somebody who is older, who has more wisdom, has more experience. They've already gone through this. And so I think that a scenario with dogs is no different than with people, and in the simplistic terms, of course. So I think it's a good challenge for both parties. I think the older dog will learn some new things or relearn some things that the younger puppy will teach. And I think that the younger puppy will also be able to be more trainable and learn the ways of an older dog much sooner if they have that similar species influence there. And I think to some degree it mimics interpersonal relationships with people as well. So just speaking from a simplicity terms, not speaking from somebody who's studied human psychology to any degree or human behavior to any great degree, but just from my own life experiences, I think that there is some sort of a comparison that can be made there. So for those of you who are not sure what you should do, if you have an older pet, go ahead, get a younger dog. Why not? Rescue one if you can. It's much better off than buying a purebred dog. But whatever you're into, get a dog into a happy household. Have the older dog be challenged by the younger puppy. Have the puppy be shown the ways of an older dog through the behavioral aspects of an older dog, and I think it's overall good for everybody. I can't really say much for cats. I'm not sure older cats and kittens really work the same way. Cats have very peculiar behaviors. They're sort of set in their ways already anyway. So I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. I think that probably this is exclusive to just dogs living together, and perhaps you can say the same thing for an older dog that now a new kitten has moved into the house. Maybe there's some sort of a simulation there, but I'm not so sure an older cat really wants to deal with a puppy. I don't think that's the way cats work, emotionally speaking. But anyway, so I hope this short video gives you some insight as far as this topic goes with regards to having an older pet, and then of course bringing home a younger one. This is Dr. Shadi Ireifej, surgeon at TrueCare for Pets in Studio City, Los Angeles. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.